Today, we're talking about everything you need to know in order to grow one of my favorite crops, that is garlic. It is a great crop for anyone that is a beginner gardener. And what's great is right now in fall, this is the best time to grow your garlic. So if you're looking for something to grow in the fall, you want to get that garden going, but the colder weathers are obviously prohibiting you from growing an abundant amount of fruits and vegetables. This is going to be a great crop that you can be growing right now. I'm in a zone 7B, and there are a lot of different types of garlic that you can be growing in this area because we do have a milder winter. There are two main types of garlic. You have your soft neck and you have your hard neck. A soft neck garlic is the garlic that you're going to be finding in your grocery store. These are usually grown in a warmer, more mild climate, and they do have a longer shelf life than your hardneck garlic. As a 7B, I can grow both soft and hardneck garlic, so I definitely suggest looking into your zone and what grows best in your zone. A hardneck garlic is going to require a colder temperature because it does need to get a little bit chillier for it to grow. It's going to have a vibrant taste and aroma to it, and you're going to notice that it starts to flower. This is called the scape, and that's what's a little bit different about the hard neck as opposed to the soft neck. First off, why even grow garlic? Not only is it an amazing addition to any foods, it adds a beautiful taste. I probably add garlic to way too many of my foods, to be honest. And although it does not keep the vampires away, it can be used for herbal medicines. It can also be used for pesticide control in a nice natural way. And you can definitely share with friends. It does have a longer shelf life, which is always pretty great. When is the best time to actually start planting your garlic? Now, depending on your zone, you're gonna want to plant either from mid-September to mid to late November. Given that I'm in zone B, I'm usually planting in November time period. And this is because you wanna plant 4 to 6 weeks before your hard frost hits. It's important that you get your garlic in the ground before the first hard frost so that it does have time to actually root into the ground. Garlic does take a relatively long time to grow. You're usually going to be harvesting this in the summer, so you do want to make sure that you're getting it in the ground in fall. And it's really important once you get it in the ground. We're going to talk a little bit about how to set up the area, but you are making sure that you're able to water it at least once a week. So you do want to make sure that wherever you're growing it this winter season, that it is close to a watering source that you can easily get to, and make sure that you're providing water so that it will continue to root and grow all the way into the summer months. You might think that just because garlic grows from garlic and their own individual cloves, that you could actually just purchase garlic from the grocery store and start your own, and that would be very misleading if I guided you to do that. Now, you definitely can try to grow garlic from the grocery store, although a lot of times before the garlic actually gets to the grocery store, it is treated with chemicals that prevent it from actually growing. This is so that it doesn't continue to grow in the shelves. But this also means that it's most likely not going to grow in your dirt as well, or if it does, it might not be that large. I've definitely tried growing garlic from just grocery store garlic, and it is definitely not the best choice. You really want to make sure that you're ordering your garlic from somewhere that's going to make it into seed. So I'll leave a link for where I ordered my garlic, but it's definitely something that you want to make sure you're ordering, and it's going to actually be to grow garlic. You can also eat it as well, or you're buying it at an organic grocery store that is not treated with these pesticides. Now, the first step to preparing your garlic is actually taking the whole garlic and breaking it into its individual cloves. Okay, so you can see I'm breaking up my garlic and I'm leaving the papery outer shell on the garlic. This protects the garlic from disease, so you do not need to peel this away, although you'll just want to make sure to take the actual stem out of the garlic. And as I'm doing it, let's talk about the right type of soil. So garlic likes to grow in a nice, healthy, nutrient soil, so I definitely suggest making sure that you've created a nice composted area for your garlic to grow in. They are going to love a nice, well drainable soil as well. So make sure that you have a good drainable soil and isn't a hard clay-like soil that cannot let water seep through. Another thing to think about when preparing your soil is they do like a nice acidic soil. This can be a pH of anywhere from 6 to 7. So if you do test your pH levels, this is what you're going to be looking for in the garden area that you're going to be planting your garlic in. Next up, let's talk about spacing and depth. You can plant each garlic clove with the pointed end facing up, about 2 to 3 inches deep and spaced 6 inches apart. If you're planting multiple rows, leave about 12 inches of space between each row. And then once you've gone ahead and planted all of your garlic, you'll definitely want to make sure that you mulch your garlic bed with a thick layer of organic mulch, such as straw or leaves. This will help regulate soil temperatures and moisture while protecting the garlic from extreme cold temperatures during this winter. Now, once your garlic is in the ground, we want to make sure that we're watering our garlic, especially at the early stages of growth. Water deeply once a week, and if there is rainfall, then you could skip that week, but you do want to make sure that you are watering your garlic, but also do not overwater your garlic. You don't want it to be too soggy of a soil, and that's why a well drainable soil is going to be really important. Fertilizing, if you prepared your soil really well, you got in a nice compostable, nutrient-rich soil, or fertilization can help, but as long as you're getting a good soil in at the beginning, then you should be good to go. In regards to weeding, garlic doesn't like to compete well with weeds, so keep your bed free of weeds, and if you are mulching, then this should really help eliminate any of that. Now, garlic does take a very long time. You're not going to need to harvest this garlic until June to early July for zone 7, and that's about 8 or 9 months after planting. The exact timing will depend on the variety that you plant and the local weather and where you're actually located. For both hard and soft, you're going to want to start to harvest around when half the leaves have died back. This is a telltale sign that your garlic is ready. Garlic is relatively pest resistant, but a few issues can crop up. Number one, you have onion thrips. These are tiny insects that suck the scape from garlic leaves, causing them to be yellow and weaken, and you can use insecticide soap or neem oil to control them. Number two is rust, a fungal disease that shows up as orange spots on the leaves. You can just remove affected leaves and treat with a copper fungicide if needed. And the last item here is white rot, a soil-borne fungus that causes the garlic to rot from the bottom up. To prevent this, avoid planting garlic in the same spot for at least 3 years if white rot has been a problem. Okay, this is a wrap. That's all you need to know about growing garlic. I wish you the best of luck. Make sure that you put the time in now so you can reap the benefits in the spring. And I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.